take two on that. Hey kickers and kickettes, the old man here. Just got finished with workout. Did an arm blaster today, so no gloves today. So last time I was talking about teeps, I believe. Talking about teeps. So I thought I'd do something a little bit different today. And if it's received well, I'll continue to try doing it. I'm going to try to do a little something that I'm good at and a little something that I really suck at. So today, we're going to call it today Teeps and Tornadoes, because I'm really good at teeps and I really suck at tornado kicks. But while I was sitting around working, I was watching Sensei Seth and his tutorial from back in March of 2020, where he was doing the Easy Tornado Kick 101 class. So if I can, I'll try and bring it up on one of the screens out here, I don't know, and because I'll want to look at it again. But I just thought that I'd try something that I really suck at and takes me out of my comfort zone in front of all of you. And that feeds along with what I'm doing here. I want to inspire people, and at the same time, I'm trying to learn myself, and speaking on camera is not something I'm good at. I don't particularly care to do it. I don't care to speak, period. But I just thought I'd try this. We'll see how it goes. Got the earbuds in my ear, so no copyright strikes today. So anyway, I'm going to do a couple little stretches here just to follow up with the initial, because before I do any free weights, oh, here, wait a second. You know, I was talking to one of my cousins over the weekend, and I had told him that Xander and I, my son, had spoiled ourselves and gotten ourselves a gift at Christmas time, and it is a squat cage. So we have a cage now, but as you can see, I've got some logistical problems. So I need to continue trying to get the gym built to our liking, and I'm sure at some point the workshop part will go somewhere else, hopefully. But yeah, this is a Hulk fit cage. A lot of people were talking about how much trouble they had with it because of getting holes to line up. If you square these things, you'll line the holes up just fine. Promise. The only problem that we had was one hole didn't get completely punched, and all I did was took one of their own bolts and just went pop, and it just popped through, so that wasn't a big deal. But it's a pretty nice cage. Got our squat rack here. It has straps instead of bars that we can move to wherever we need them on the positioning. We've got tips, and then back here we put the leader gym pack. We took the leg extension off of it since we've got leg extension on the bench over there. But we've got a place down here to put our feet to do some, brains not working, whatever. Anywho, that's the new cage. All right. Anyhow, before I ever do any workouts, I stretch because I'm old, and old guys got to stretch. There we go. Make sure the camera's lined up. Anyhow, I do a lot of stretches, and today, before I did any of my free weight workout, I was doing some ab stuff. So, because we're constantly working on the old man gut, trying to get rid of that and get into that six pack. Anyway, do a couple quick stretches here and start kicking shit. Didn't mean to curse. Maybe I'll bleep it out. Maybe I won't. These videos aren't meant for children. Cursing is just a personal playing with me. I just choose not to as much as possible. Okay. Anybody that's in Muay Thai understands what teeps are for. You can use teeps defensively and offensively. In karate, taekwondo, different martial arts, it's called a push kick. But in Muay Thai, it's a teep. And we can use these, as I said, defensively, to keep somebody back. We can use them offensively to knock somebody out, which I will share a link to the video I was talking about last time about teep-knockout. That's amazing. I'll link it down in the description, along with Sensei Seth's video. Anywho, so yeah. Yeah, you can knock somebody out with it pretty easy. Different methodologies of teeping and push kicking. Depending on what you're going for, if you're going for power, if you're going for a power push, if you go for a power push to send your opponent away from you defensively, you want to try and use all of your foot. So you literally want to try to hit right in. You're going to want to hit right in the center. And if you can catch your opponent coming in, with that teep, then more than likely you're going to knock the air out of him, whether he shows it or not. So that's a defensive. Again, you know, the offensive, getting in there and pushing their head off their shoulders a little bit. Another defensive, if they're coming in at you, you can go with their shins or their knees. Right back with y'all. Sorry about that. Wife. Yeah. So, anyways, I was saying, if you've got your opponent coming in at you, you can keep them back just by tapping and attacking the top of their quad, the top of their knee up here. If you're in a match, it's unethical to go at somebody's knee. And I'm just going to say it. I don't care. It's unethical. You can end somebody's career right then and there. And a lot of guys out there, this was their money ticket to feed their families. So don't do it. On the street, if somebody's going to attack you, you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself and your loved ones. So you do what you got to do. No word there. So anyway, just go at the top of their quad. It doesn't feel good, and it stops them. You can also attack their hip. That will also throw off their timing. If they're coming in and you can say I'm facing another orthodox opponent, okay, if they're coming in at me and you see how the bag's spun, if you tag them, they're going to turn. And at that point, if you're practicing it and get to spar, you know, that thing that I don't get to do, you can practice going in to go in an elbow, go in and punch, whatever the next attack can be. But it can be a good setup as well. So setup. This is good for your timing. One of the things that you want to focus on whenever you're practicing your teep, you don't want the bag to turn. Don't let it turn. Don't keep it straight, as fluid as possible. Straight and fluid. And while you're doing this, you know, you can work on your sweeps as well. That doesn't feel good when you first start doing it. So do it lightly until you get used to it. Then as you get used to it more, you can start really nice kicking. And that you can attack their outside leg, you can attack their inside leg, and whatever you gotta do right there, but it's also good. And I'm not gonna joke, back before I got into Muay Thai and I was still playing around with just whatever kicks, I was able to stop a buddy of mine dead in his tracks just by giving him a knife kick to the outside of his quad. He said, nope, no thanks, I don't want any more of that. And he decided not to play with me anymore. So, just conditioning. And with any conditioning, start out easy, move into it. Whenever you're teeping, you're trying to keep your back straight, unless you're doing the side teep. And Semart is awesome to watch for that, as is bull cow. They're both really good if they're side teep. And those you angle back for. And I'm not as good with those, just because my hips got old hips and I can't seem to get things open. Hey, if anybody's got any good tricks to get my hips open, leave them in the comments. Okay, I'm going to shut up for a minute and practice my teeps with some music. Try to work on firing them off in succession. Yeah, I'm spinning the bag. I don't want to, but I'm trying to rapid succession. You'll have those fighters that'll keep on charging and marching in. So challenge yourself. See how many you can do consecutively to keep somebody away. And don't forget to practice both sides. Okay. First thing, a teep workout. It's nice and energetic. It's a great aerobic workout. Once you get comfortable, you can start comboing it up. Like what I was doing. Being able to go in like that with a knee. Go in with a low knee. Go in with a low kick. Yeah. Good work out there.